Namaskaram, Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, sloka 80. In this sloka, Bhagavan says, when the controlled mind, indifferent towards all objects, is established only in the self, then such a person is called a yogi. This sloka gives us way to evaluate ourselves. Bhagavan gives us this sloka to test ourselves. Are we qualified to do meditation? And where are we in that scale? Have we controlled our mind? Have we controlled our senses? Can we do meditation successfully? So, this sloka helps us to test ourselves, evaluate ourselves. And if we know that we are qualified, then we can attain perfection in meditation. So the sloka is mainly about mind. So the mind has to be engaged in Atma, self, not in material world. The obstacles for meditation are only the thoughts of material world. It can be thoughts of things, or it can be thoughts of people. So if we remain not detached from material world, that becomes an obstacle that disturbs our mind. So what happens? We are not able to get away from our karma vasanas. When there are karma vasanas, they are driven by the gunas like sattvic, tamas and rajas. So what happens when we have more of rajas? We have desires and cravings. So desire, when we see something, we like to get it. Craving, we get it, but we like to get it again and again. We want to enjoy that. So what happens? Desire and cravings do not allow meditation because the mind is only inclined towards the objects. So the mind is not under control. So the mind is not able to fix Bhagavan in it. So it is not allowing to concentrate on meditation. So when you have strong impressions, for example, when you see your product, for example, if you are seeing a saree and you want to buy it because you like it so much, then what happens? So the impression of the saree is in your mind very strongly. So the thoughts of the saree come to us frequently. So the thoughts are stronger. So the stronger impressions create stronger thoughts. Then the thought of that saree does not allow the mind to concentrate on God. The mind is filled only with the thoughts of saree. So the mind moves outward. We are not doing inward journey. We, through mind, not doing inward journey. So mind moves out, mind moves to material world. So we are not able to do meditation. So the most important qualification for meditation is we should have God. Bhagavan should be in our mind, and we should have that Atma Jnanam. We are moving in the spiritual path. When you are in spiritual path, you get the divine knowledge. With that knowledge, we are able to keep the thoughts of God in our mind. Only that makes us move forward in the spiritual path. So we can do meditation by keeping the God's names, forms, and by chanting sloka, singing songs on Him. So the mind is engaged with God. So this can happen only for a person who controls his mind. So the mind should be only in the thoughts of Atma. So when we are in thoughts of Atma, we are in Paramatma. So union with God. So that is what known as Bhagavan Anubhavam, Bhagavanubhavam. The gopis wanted to have Bhagavanubhavam with Krishna. When Krishna avatar took place, the rishis, they appeared, they were born as gopis and they wanted to have the presence of Krishna. So this is how we should, a devotee likes. The one who follows the spiritual path likes to have the presence of God, to realize God. The God realization should be the mood, the goal of a devotee. For that the mind should be in Atma. So this is what Bhagavan explains in this. So Bhagavan can be remembered by different names, Rama, Krishna, Vitala, anything. So you meditate on the name of God. For that we need the cooperation of body, mind and intellect. Because that intellect should have a control over the mind. So intellect has to be fed with divine knowledge. When we are in divine path, spiritual path, we hear only about God. We hear slokas, we hear Puranas, we hear pastimes of Bhagavan. So only such kind of knowledge is going inside. So the intellect is full of divine knowledge. Then the intellect takes control over the mind, so body. So the mind controls the body. So they are not moving towards the material world. So for a spiritual path, for meditation, there should be a cooperation of body, mind and intellect. So we are controlling all this, then controlling mind and doing meditation. So how far we are doing this? This is the evaluation. This is the evaluation. That is how we test ourselves. Are we in this? What should I say? In this place on the scale. Meditation has to be given priority. Do we have that in our mind? So in our daily schedule, we should think that yes, from this time to this time I am doing only meditation. So when you fix that meditation as priority, then the intellect tells us, yes, it is time you have to do this. So we will not slip from that. So this is how we prepare our mind to concentrate on meditation. Like this is like while reading, children tend to watch TV, but they cannot concentrate on what they are reading. So this is what happens. So the priority has to be fixed. So if we fix the priority for meditation, the mind will do only that, because the intellect controls the mind. Intellect reminds us like an alarm within us that we have to do meditation. So while we do meditation, we think of only God, no other thought. It is not like watching TV while reading. So the child is not doing anything properly. So the child cannot concentrate on reading with full attention, full concentration. So the output is not as expected. So how meditation is important, how we are preparing our mind to do meditation are well explained in this sloka. So the chitta becomes fixed, focused, because we have the thoughts of doing meditation. So that becomes chitta, because we have decided that I have to do. So the mind has got the fixed thoughts. Then we execute that. So he is yuktan, one who realizes all these steps, and one who focus exclusively on God. He is a yuktan. So he is qualified for attaining perfection in meditation. So he is pass. So this is what. So yukta is Bhagavan is talking about yukta here. So this is to test our eligibility for meditation. So preparing mind and intellect is very important, and to fix mind and intellect on Atma, because Atma Jnanam has to be acquired for keeping mind under control. The mind has to be thinking of only Atma Jnanam. So these are the basic. requirements. So if we have this, yes, we are eligible. This is a tool. Bhagavad Gita is a tool for self-analysis. We can analyze ourselves, our qualities, by reading or by seeing what all given by Bhagavan in Bhagavad Gita. So in Bhagavad Gita, all the qualities which are to be acquired by a good human being, good devotee, are given by God. So if we look at and we check, there should be a checklist for us. If we check, then we will know. That is self-analysis. What are all lacking, we have to acquire. So here he is saying how meditation can be done and how you can attain perfection in the meditation. So what are all necessary? So the prerequisites are given, and are we qualified, or where are we in that grading? So are you a beginner, or have we gone through half of the path or half of the scale, or we have reached the topmost? Are we yuktan? So all these are for self-analysis. So here it is like a programming computer. It's like, it's someone has to feed. Someone has to feed the program to computer, then computer operates. Like this, the intellect, we have got intellect. So the intellect has to be fed. Then when intellect is fed with the divine knowledge, it starts ruling the mind, it controls the mind, and we move away from material to Atma. The thoughts of material are wiped out, and we have the thoughts of Atma only. And once we reach that stage, we will not go back. This is what Bhagavan says. When you come to the stage of thinking of only Atma, then you will not get back to the material world, because you are very strong in your decision. You have made up your mind very strongly that the mind should be thinking of only Atma and Paramatma. So that has been said. So it is like getting up from sleep to awakening stage. Morning we get up, so at night we sleep. So in sleep it is ignorance. So from ignorance we are moving to goodness, Satvika. Well, we get up, we should be with Satvika. So, and when we come to Satvika, we don't like to go back to Tamas. So the mind requires all these engagements. So there should be an awareness. So this sloka helps us to evaluate ourselves. So Bhagavan has given all the materials, the benchmarks, the scale to evaluate ourselves. So what is needed? Practice and detachment. Everything has to be practiced, and there should be detachment from material world. If we follow that, everyone is capable of becoming yuktan, provided we detach ourselves from material world and think of only God. There was a king named Ambarish who was thinking of only God. Whatever he did, he thought of God. Whatever